OK, to discuss the situation in Brazil, let's cross live now to Daniel Shaw. He's Professor of Latin American Studies at the City University of New York and joins us. Welcome, Daniel. We've just been telling our viewers about the situation in Cannes, the Brazilian filmmakers making a political statement with their protest against the interim president on the red carpet. What do you think they were trying to achieve by that?
Well, Brazilians across the world are standing up to this undemocratic coup. No people chooses to be a diaspora, but because of the neoliberal policies of the past generations, millions of Brazilians have been dispersed throughout the world, across Europe and the United States, and form a strong diaspora. So Brazilians are standing up everywhere. We've seen mobilizations in New York City and mobilizations across Latin America, and we saw in the French Film Festival that Brazilians there were also denouncing this coup.
And the support for Dilma Rousseff seems to be quite widespread. We're seeing protests both in Brazil, now outside its borders. Do you think that this movement will continue to spread?
Oh, there's no question that it took 55 million votes to get Dilma Rousseff elected. It only took 55 senators, most of whom were unelected themselves and don't represent the masses of people of Brazil, the women of Brazil, Afro-Brazilians, and the workers of Brazil are unrepresented in this new cabinet. This new cabinet represents the interests of Wall Street, of the IMF, and of a neoliberal program. And Dilma Rousseff represented the opposite pole, the masses of people of Brazil, the workers of Brazil, who are now completely unrepresented in this new cabinet.
There's not a lot that's been said in the Brazilian media about the kind of support that Dilma Rousseff's been getting. Was this one of the aims, do you think, of these filmmakers to try and raise awareness among the public in general?
No question. This is a media coup. It's the same thing that they've done in Venezuela and with the secessionist campaign in Bolivia. The right wing still controls the media across Latin America, so they can very strategically talk about the politicians that they want to. You know, there's more than 300 politicians who've been accused of bribery and corruption, but we're only hearing about the president of Brazil, Dilma Rousseff, and about Lula. We're not hearing about any of the other 300 politicians who could potentially be indicted. So it's very selective, the role that the media is playing in indoctrinating millions of Brazilians and people across the world.
I mean, I just want to touch on that. You said they're indoctrinating people. Just how important is the role of the media in resolving this crisis? Because that's what it is. It's a political crisis, and it's going to have a big effect on where Brazil's future lies. But how big a role does the media play?
The media plays a very significant role. They have the power to selectively criminalize who they want to. And this is not just about Dilma Rousseff in 2016. This is about a big presidential runoff in 2018 when Lula would be available again to run for president. So this is a battle for the future of Brazil, and they want to isolate the two most important figures of the Brazilian left, of the Brazilian Workers' Party, who's Dilma Rousseff and Lula. So that's been their intention all along.
Daniel, many thanks for giving us your views on this fascinating subject. Daniel Shaw's our guest. He's a professor of Latin American Studies at the City University of New York.
Thank you.